Good evening and good day to you. I've got something to say to you. Actually, it's not evening for everyone. Do you know what it is? I have just become so aware of the fact that a lot of the people in the orange room, who I love all of you all so dearly, but a lot of you are in the UK and I'm not at the moment. So I hate the idea of not getting round to doing an affirmation in the morning. Like I want them to be morning affirmations, but sometimes I haven't pre-prepared as well as I want to. So I'm all over the place with where you guys are at. But I also know it's afternoon or morning for some of you. So that song needs a bit of a remix. Oh, I do like to start it with the ramble. Oh, I do like to zip. Today's affirmation is one that has been on my mind a lot. I mentioned it in yesterday's affirmation, but I also did an article in our teaching topic, which you'll see, called The Power of Forgiveness. So today's affirmation is I am free from unforgiveness, because I really feel the importance of talking to you guys about just how unhealthy and how non-beneficial it is for us to harbour unforgiveness towards people who have hurt us. Anybody who's been in the orange room from the beginning has probably heard an affirmation similar to this one, because it is something that has come up quite a lot. I'm on a healing process myself, and I know a lot of you guys are. So as I pray for you guys and also for myself and my own journey, there are certain topics and themes that come up. And this, when it comes to New Year's resolutions and starting your year right and all of those kind of themes, forgiveness is major. So less of the intro, straight into the action. So repeat after me. And do this. Don't get into the habit of seeing me doing them and you just listening along. The power is in your words, okay? So, I am free from unforgiveness. I am free from unforgiveness. Keep going. I am free from unforgiveness. I choose to be free from unforgiveness. This is one that we're speaking into existence because we're going to start to put action on this, but also it's one that we've got to be intentional about. So I think previously I'd done an affirmation called I choose to forgive those who have hurt me. And because I wanted to bring it back up, I just didn't want to use the same affirmation, to be fair, but let's use that as well. I choose to forgive everybody who ever hurt me, no matter how hard it is. I choose to forgive everybody who ever hurt me, especially those that won't apologize or don't even know that they've hurt me. This is the theme we're on, okay? But the actual affirmation is I am free from unforgiveness. And why have I chosen that, apart from the fact that I didn't want to do a double, is because you get bound when you don't forgive people. I was going to say someone, but it could be more than one person. If there's anybody in your life that you haven't forgiven, or you're harboring bitterness or anger or just a hope for revenge for, or just even that revenge could be just hoping they have a crap life, or that they're not happy, or they pay for what they did to you. You see, when you have intentions of those inside of you, no matter how justified you think they are, no matter how bad the thing was that person did, it binds you. It prevents you from being fully free. Think about it. Every time you think about that person, what happens? And this is what I mentioned in the article. What happens when you think about them? You feel angry, you feel tense, you go back into a rage and feeling all the emotions that person made you feel. You're not free. Every time you're in a new relationship and someone reminds you of that person, or something that someone says, again, reminds you of something that the person who hurt you did. You have triggers. You end up freezing up and find it really difficult to relate to that person. You end up feeling like you're being abused all over again, or hurt again, or lied to again. It's you that suffers. They're living rent-free in your mind. They're not suffering. And I'm not saying that they should be, but if you're, a lot of the time we want people who have hurt us to pay for what they've done, but that doesn't get us anywhere. the Lord will always have the last word. So you've got to trust that. I was going to say vengeance is the Lord's word. You know, the Lord will have the last word. You've got to trust that. You've got to just make sure that your mind is always in a good place and that you're always wishing well on people. You don't have to go so far right this second. I was going to say even the ones that have hurt you. Yes, that's what I'm leading to. And, the article has more details about that. And we're going to do a whole teaching on this. But we need to get this affirmation into our spirits. We really need to be intentional about setting ourselves free from unforgiveness, from the weight of it, the heaviness, the bitterness, the anger, the pain that still sits inside of us. Choose to be free. And if you want some steps on how to do that, then again, check the article. It should be in the activity feed here in the Orange Room, or it will be in the teaching topic. So make sure you're following the topics too. And there's some journal prompts and there's some tasks there to help you actually, physically, practically set yourself free. It's so important and it's so needed. I was talking to someone today and I was just saying, if there's anything I need to do as a New Year's resolution, it's to prepare myself for all the good that I want to experience. And holding on to unforgiveness is one of the things that blocks me. And I'm sure there's some people here that are holding on to some too and don't even realize that it's blocking you. So I hope this one helped. I hope that it's not too hard when you do try to go through the steps. They are mentioned in the article for the 94th time. But remember, you deserve freedom in all areas of your life. So you're not defined by the actions of others. You are not a product of the way they treated you. You should be free. So I am free from unforgiveness. I'm going. Speak soon, guys. You are free from unforgiveness.